Hello, chatterbox out there. I hope you guys are all having a lovely, relaxing Sunday and that you've all had a great weekend. Yesterday, my brothers went and played rugby, and my grandma and grandpa and grandma came up, and my grandpa and my older brother's girlfriend and my younger brother's mate and my older sister and her boyfriend went down and watched my younger brother and older brother play rugby, while me and my grandmas and my mum chatted about the soaps and had a lot of cups of tea. And I went onto Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and watched my book series and subscription stars for my daughter slash game. I watched some door tutorials and some My Foggy Stuff, Sam Mickey and Happy Family Show videos, and some Happy Family Show episodes, and some Barbie films and some Disney films and some Christmas and Halloween films because I'm very festive at the moment, also very Halloweeny, and got my burrito dolls up for me to sort out. And I had some lunch and had a lot of cups of tea. And then I'm sorting out going to watch Kingsman with my mate this Wednesday coming, so I'm really looking forward to that. And my rest of the family came back from being at the rugby, and we had spag bol for tea, and it was delicious. And then afterwards, we watched Strictly Come Dancing. Loved that. I loved the dancing. Loved the costumes. It's so good, and it was movie night. Then my mum dropped my younger sister to her mate's house, and she went off in town. And then my grandma and grandpa went home, and we finished watching Strictly. And then my older brother and his girlfriend went off back to uni, and my grandma was taken in by my older sister and her boyfriend, and then she went back to her boyfriend's house. And my younger brother and his girlfriend had gone to see Kingsman, and they got back, and I watched X Factor from last night out at the end room, and then watched a bit of Moulin Rouge and Pan, and wrote my journal and had some rice pudding and did some drawing. And then I went on to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I was up till God knows when because I just couldn't get to sleep. I was wide awake. So was my mum, and then my dad got up from being asleep and went and got my sister from being in town. They got back, and I finally went back to bed and got some sleep. And today I got ready for the day ahead and had some jam toast and a cup of tea and took some photos for Instagram. I went on to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Worked on my book series and watched some Disney Bunked. There's a character actor that plays a character in it called Kevin Quinn, and he's a really good singer and YouTuber. And I didn't actually recognise that it was him until I was watching it and the credits came out and it said Kevin Quinn. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it's him. I'm normally really good with faces, but I just didn't realise that it was him at first. Plus, he looks a lot different in Bunked to what he normally looks like and sounds like. And yeah, he's a really good singer. Ricky Dillon's got a new song out called The Fun Song, and it's really good. It's such a feel good song. I've got it on replay. And I watch some vines and vlogs and YouTube videos. I love Vlogmas and Vlogtober. They're my favourite times of year for being a vlogger. And I went on a massive walk and took a load of nature photos. Got back, and my mum's got a bad stomach bug, so she was up at night and she's gone back to bed. Bless. My dad went off to the shops to get stuff for tea. He's now back and he's sorting out the house. His legs are a lot better now, but he's still got to be careful on it. And he's going back to the doctors on Tuesday, so hopefully he'll be back to work after that. And my older sister's coming back for tea tonight with her boyfriend, and I think her boyfriend might be staying over. And I got my burrito dolls all ready for me to sort out and play with my main burrito doll, and also watch some Saved by the Bell episodes and Sabrina the Teenage Witch episodes, and watch some Fuller and Full House episodes and some Dot 2. It's the 50th anniversary of the Cybermen today. The Cybermen are 50 years old. I cannot believe it. It's nuts. One of my favourite enemies of the Doctor, well, those and the Daleks, and there's been so many great monsters. And I watched some Supernatural and Torchwood. Riverdale comes back in 3 days' time. I'm so excited. Hopefully, it'll be up on Netflix. Not sure when. I'll just have to keep an eye out for that. And watched some manga and anime and Kiki's Delivery Service. I love that film so much with my younger sister. And played Minecraft COD and on the Wii and on Buzz, and played some Cards and Blockers and did some puzzles and some colouring and drawing and some illustrating and arts and craft and some designing, and tidied up my office somewhere. I've been working on my book series and some new songs, and also tied up my dollhouse while we played my Dog Show episodes last night. And I watched some Scooby Doo episodes and Hocus Pocus, and watched some stuff off Record, put like a BBC iPlayer, Netflix, and off some other film sites and stuff, and watched some Kylie tours. Love Kylie Showgirl tour. It's the best tour ever. I love her costumes, and just so good. And watched the Kylie show, which she did when she came back after having cancer, and it's such a great show. And listened to a bit of Duran Duran and Cyndi Lauper. Loved the 80s, and watched some DVDs and had a sandwich and a cup of tea, and went and threw the tennis ball for my dog's house and took him for a walk and bumped into my mate, and we had a good catch up. And then I made my way home. My younger brother's back from work now, and he was being a bit of a bummer. He's upstairs with his girlfriend. He got his girlfriend from work, and they just upstairs watching some films. They argued like an old my couple. They're not too bad today, and I listened to some Shania Twain, a little bit of country music, and watched the Hannah Montana movie, and That's Raven, and also Raven's Home, and Good Luck Charlie. Good Luck Charlie was my favourite Disney show. I was gutted when it finished, because it's just like my family, because there's 5 of us, and 5 in that family, and a bonkers just like my family. And watched some Sherlock Holmes episodes, and watched Being Human, and watched some web series stuff of the writers, and watched Sarah Jane Adventures, and I am working on a new book series at the moment, and it's going really well. I'm on my 4th book to my book series, and it's going well. Writer's block, stay back. I'm literally loving it, coming up with lots of good ideas. I'm literally like a writing machine. I'm writing so much at the moment. I'm just loving it so much. And yeah, at the moment, there's lots of stuff that needs to be ironed, so hopefully I'm going to be doing that later on. Hopefully I don't burn all my fingers off. But yeah, normally my mum would do it, or my dad or my sister. I need to start trying to learn to iron, because it's something that's important, and hopefully my younger sister's going to be teaching me how to iron soon, because I need to learn how to do these things, so when I do eventually move out and live on my own, I'm not stuck. I suppose I could always take it to a laundrette and they normally like wash it and dry it and iron it and stuff. But nope, I'm going to try and learn how to iron myself. Hopefully I won't iron my fingers and end up with flat fingers. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully learn, because then it'll be better, because then my younger brother and younger sister and my mum will all be able to iron. And I think my dad said that he's going to do a bit of ironing to help my mum. We all take it in turns. I don't always do the ironing, but I do everything else. Like I tidy up the kitchen. I always bring the wash baskets down. I tidy the bathrooms. I'm literally like Cinderella, apart from ironing, because of my special needs, it's not very wise to have someone like me with the iron, because I'd probably end up giving myself a mischief or burning myself. But I would like to learn how to do it, because it's not actually that hard. You just have to wait for it to heat up and then iron the clothes. And you just got to make sure you don't burn the clothes, like I probably would do. And I watched some Louise Pentland, Sprinkler Chaya vlogs, and Brian Malmy vlogs, and Alfie Day vlogs. Zalfie have been together for 5 years now. That's crazy. I remember when they first got together, and they're going strong, and I literally love it. And also watched some Casper Lee videos and some Ollie White TV vlogs, and watched some other vlogs like that, and some amazing Phil videos. I always said there's one named Phil Lester videos, and I watched some doll tours. I looked at dolls and doll stuff and played with my doll house, and got my Brita dolls ready to sort out, and played with my main Brita doll and sorted out her hair, and did some drawing. And me and my younger sister watched some Friends episodes, and watched some Sex in the City episodes, and I watched Big Bang Theory, How I Met Your Mother, and Escape to Country, and Father Brown, Downton Abbey, and Miss Brown's Boys, and did some games of Snakes and Ladders and Ludo and Sorry, and played Uno, Spoons, Cheat, and then I had a rest. I had a bit of a headache, and my dad went shopping earlier on, as I told you, and I was going to go help him, but then I didn't. I had quite a bad head, and I was up in the night as well, so I ended up going back to bed and got up and feeling a lot better now. I have to call my head of my course later on to definitely check that I'm back in workplace tomorrow, because of course I was off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because my work colleagues who I do workplace with in the cafe, all my boss was off ill at the start of the week, and then one of my colleagues who I work with was off last week, and she was off again, and then the other one I was in on Monday was off ill, so now they had to shut the cafe down because all of the people working were off ill. So of course I couldn't go in. So I'm not sure if I'm in or not. So I have to either text or call her just to check that I'm definitely in. She said I was, but I don't know who can say. Hopefully I'm back in, and I hope they're getting better because I'm loving it at my workplace. The staff are so lovely, the people that go there are lovely, and I've got this sugar face now, so I know where everything is. I'm just having so much fun, and yeah, so I should hopefully be back in workplace with tomorrow. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, are all having a lovely relaxing Sunday, and I shall see you around. Bye.